Do you have any some special memory in Korea?
I was playing with a drummer outside of Hongdae Exit 9, which is the busiest one. And I was playing Let It Be, and I saw this lady, maybe she was 50 years old, and she came and she was listening and she was clapping and she really liked it. And I finished the song, and then she went into her bag and took out the manon and put it in the case and said, "Can you play that song one more time?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "You mean now?" She said, "Uh-huh."
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, I was very surprised because the audience, they didn't all leave. A lot of people stayed a second time.
Second time, yes.
Another memory from busking. That was one of my favorite moments. We were walking in Hongdae, and we were looking for a good place. Our act was different. So I sang and played the guitar, and Aaron was drawing.
Drawing, really?
So we had two different kind of groups. Two types of art together. And we found a really nice place because there was two streets that came together and then into one street, and it was all walking traffic. And so where the two streets came together, right in the middle, we thought, oh, this would be perfect. So I set up everything, and Aaron set up his stuff, and I started to play Radiohead, Creep. There were some businesses, right, along the street. And one of them was a cell phone case shop, jelly case shop. When I started to set up my equipment, I noticed a little music coming from the shop. But the jelly case shop music was really low, no problem. So I start to play Creep, and some people start to come, and suddenly the jelly case shop owner turns up the music, and it's super loud, and it was just like, and people were going like this, and turning and walking away. But I didn't leave. I unplugged my guitar and I went into the shop, and I said, "Excuse me, I'm playing outside. Can you please turn it down? The music down, please." He said, "잠깐만요," and he went like, this is what he did.
119. Okay. Not 112. In Korean is 112.
Sorry. Cut. This is, so, okay, he's gonna call the police. So I said, okay, forget about it. And I walked outside, and I said to Aaron, I said, it's over. Pack up, and we left. The next week, we were walking around the same neighborhood looking for a good place, and I saw that place again. I saw it, and I remembered the jelly case shop guy. And I said to Aaron, "Remember that place?" He said, "Yeah, forget about that guy. Forget about him. That place is finished." And I thought to myself, because I was thinking about it like for a few days, like what did I do? How could I change that situation? And I went to 7-Eleven and I bought 2 Starbucks Frappuccino. Cold coffee. It was summertime. 2 of them. That was nice. Nice coffee. Not 1 + 1. It was nice, expensive, and the top. I bought them, and I went outside, and I sat down, and I wrote into Google Translate. I wrote something in English, translate to Korean, and then I walked to the jelly case shop. I said, "안녕하십니까?" and he looked at me. And he recognized me, and I took out the coffee, I put them on the counter, and then I opened my phone and I showed him the translation. And in English, it said, "Hello, I'm sorry. I should have asked you to play in front of your shop. Please accept this gift as a token of my apology. And he looked and he, and I shook his hand, and then I left. I wasn't expecting anything to happen. But what happened was the jelly case shop guy turned his music off.
Oh. Wow.
So I took it as a sign that it's okay to play there. And so we set up the equipment and we played, and it was the best night we ever had, swear.
Wow.
And I remember the jelly case shop owner closed at like 11 o'clock. And when he came out, he gave me a little nod, and I went like this, like, 감사합니다.
Oh, 감사합니다.
Yeah, I said something in the mic, and that was it.
Wow.
We kept going back week after week, and I bought a bunch of jelly cases from him.
From there.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I think you touched the emotion to the way of a Korean way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned a lot, not just about Korean culture, but about human culture.
Human culture.
If you if someone feels disrespected, then they will react in a very illogical way.
Yeah.
And he did that, and he had a reaction, emotional reaction. So I knew that I had done something wrong to him. He felt that he was disrespected.
How much Korean people for generous for busking? I mean, in terms of money.
If somebody listened for one song, they would put in 1,000원. Yeah, usually. Yeah. So the goal was to play for as many people as possible. So Hongdae was great because there's a lot of people walking, and maybe they would stop and listen for one song and put in 1,000원 and keep going. In Korea, some people put in 5,000원, some people put in 10,000원. 2 times I got 5,000원.
5,000원?
2 times. 2 times. So many good memories of Korea from busking.
Busking.
Almost all good memories. Yeah.
Oh.
Public speaking is not about transferring information. It's not. But some people think that it's transfer information.
Yeah.
But I disagree. It's a transfer of emotion.
Emotion.
Just the public speaking. The ability to change someone's emotion for a short time because of some words you said and some action you did. The Greek philosopher Aristotle, he wrote a book about public speaking.
Oh, really?
But at that time, it was not called public speaking, it was called rhetoric.
Rhetoric.
They changed the name to public speaking. Rhetoric means public speaking. He says there's 3 things. There's ethos,
Ethos, yeah.
pathos or pathos, and logos.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, logos is the information. Yeah, ethos is the trust.
Trust.
And why should we trust you? And the pathos or pathos is the emotional part. So we need those 3 pillars of public speaking. A lot of people that come. The only similar place is like a church.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to speak in front of the church.
Yeah.
But it's easy to speak in front of Toastmasters. And so you need to practice. That's the most important thing. And where can you get the practice? There's not many places.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're a university professor, then you already do it. But if you are new to public speaking, you need those people sitting in the audience looking at you. And that's something that is very hard to find except at Toastmasters. Objectives, it's the people sitting there. And of course, feedback is important as well. Yeah. And learning from the feedback and applying the feedback. But it's the audience that we cannot find anywhere else. And there's some pressure when you're looking at a group of people and they're looking at you, waiting for you to start. It's pressure. that we have to get comfortable with.
Yes, master. To be a member of Toastmaster is really important for you to improve your public speaking. So please be a member, Toastmaster. Or at least you can participate as a guest, Toastmaster. And yeah, if you visit Budapest, please visit us, Budapest Toastmaster, and then you can see our president, and you can see me, hopefully as well. Yeah.